Hey guys, this is SoulRag333 with another review, and here I have the Newage Legendary Heroes Destron Leader Romulus, and this figure is awesome. We finally have a Voyager scaled G1 Megatron that transforms into a gun, something that Hasbro will just never give us, and I'm glad to have this in my collection. Here he is sitting in his throne that came with the leader class Starscream. And yeah, he looks awesome sitting here. Kind of have him bend not quite 90 degrees. And then you have to use a little bit of the ab crunch for it to sit nicely. And that he does. I think it would also be cool to get an Abraham Lincoln throne. Yeah, very cool. And I'm starting him off in his robot mode because he just looks too cool. Normally I start with the alt mode. Yeah, very cool. He looks great all the way around. No kibble at all, just the lines. Now my only issue with this figure are the joints. They either range from very loose to very tight. These are smooth, but when you pose the elbow, it's going to bring the ab crunch down with it. This is kind of loose too, and the knees are okay. So I just wish it was smooth all the way across and not just have a wide range of tightness. It needs to be consistent. But that's the only thing. The other thing was transforming it into the gun mode for the first time. This is really tight. It tabs in there, but it was so hard to do. I thought I was going to break it. I needed a tool to wedge in there, and it worked, but I also wound up scratching the inside a little bit. And you'll see that in the alt mode. But still, I'm glad to have him. He is going to look great next to the Earthrise Optimus. So whichever version of this mold you have will look awesome. They scale very nicely together, which unfortunately will not with the Commander class Optimus. So I think they had the Earthrise figure in mind when they designed this. But if they ever decide to upscale this to match, I will definitely double dip. This thing is that cool. And it will look great next to the other Decepticons. So yeah, that will look cool on your shelves. And I think these two will look nice together. Megatron reformatted into Galvatron. So yeah, this is my legacy figure. I returned Studio Series. I like this one more. And this will definitely replace my Earthrise Megatron. yeah, we'll see what the new Studio Series Megatron will look like. I imagine the robot mode will look nice, but it won't be a gun. They definitely confirmed that. It's going to be a tank. So we'll see. And here he is next to the leader Bumblebee movie concept Megatron. I gave him a thing on the back there. Here he is next to the Super Megatron, which is awesome. And he will also replace my Classics Megatron. This is the Henkei version that I modified so that the back kibble is removable. All I did was remove the pin and I gave him this. I'm not going to sell it though, but it will replace him on my shelf. And you know, Hasbro will never give us a gun Megatron. First time they did, it was a Nerf gun, and the last time they did, it was a Legends figure here. And here he is next to my original G1 Megatron from childhood that survived. The only thing that didn't were the attachments. I remember playing Cops and Robbers with some kids at my house, and when we were running down the stairs, the kid in front of me just stopped running for some reason, and I just bumped into his back with the gun, broke the barrel piece, and yeah, it happened. Luckily the gun itself survived until adulthood. I don't remember if I was in college or when exactly, but one of my younger cousins came to our house, played with this Megatron, and broke his right arm. So not only was I pissed that this broke when I was an adult, but my mom was pissed. Oh man. Ooh, she definitely told him. One time at our old house, my mom came and visited. I think she brought a friend who had a young child. And before they came into my house, thinking I wasn't home, my wife was home, and she told the child, do not touch any toy in that house. The child's mother just gave a look to my mom like, how dare you speak about it? And she was like, no, you will not touch anything. And the boy did not. So listen to your elders. Don't touch anything that doesn't belong to you. So there he is. I want to get that second Newage Megatron, the one that has the toy look, so that I can display it with my original G1. That would be awesome. I want this to be displayed on my classic shelf with the other Decepticons, but I would totally love to get that second one to display it next to this one. It would look great. But this Megatron will now also replace the Hegemon. Yep. This figure was awesome, but it's now time to retire this. And this was cool. I had to import this. None of the usual sites sold this. I got it from, I want to say TF Direct, I don't remember. So I had it, and this was an ordeal it was missing pieces. So every time there were, I think it was missing this piece, and I had to wait weeks for replacement pieces to come in, and it was just an ordeal. It was a mess. Once I finally got him together, he was cool. My nitpicks was the back kibble and these pieces here. The ankles were loose, so it wasn't perfect, but it was still cool to have an actual Megatron that turns into a gun, other than the classics and this little thing. So yeah, no, I'm not selling it. I'm still going to keep it, but this will now take its place on the shelf. So there he is, Megatron in his robot mode. And here he is in his gun mode, looking very nice. And transforming this is kind of like a masterpiece figure, so it's very complicated, but everything kind of fits nicely in its place, especially after transforming it a couple times, so you kind of know where everything goes, and everything pegs in nice and flush. And there are the little scratches I made trying to pry the chest open. I think the instructions need to be clear as to how you should unpeg this. I was trying to get this here, but on the shoulder hinge, if you are able to unpeg it from that angle, then it unfolds very easily. So they should draw a little arrow in the instruction pointing from which angle you should try to detach the pieces here. But yeah, this is very nice. Maybe somewhere down the line they'll release an upgrade set that has all of the other, pieces. But this, as the main gun, looks awesome. It will definitely take Hegemon's place in my collection, and also my classics Megatron and the little Legends Megatron. It will definitely take that guy's place. Yeah, no need for that. So now I'm not gonna sell these. I think these will just get demoted down a shelf. The Romulus will take the place of where the Hegemon figure was. The Hegemon figure will now take the place of where my classics Megatron was. And I think I can display my classics Megatron with my classics Optimus in their alt mode. I think that will look nice together. So everything's just going to be shifted over one shelf. And yeah, I would really like to get the second Romulus figure to go with my G1 Megatron here. That would look nice. I do wish this had a working trigger, one that would just kind of reset itself here instead of having to do this. See? Now, as I was transforming this, yep, that broke. So that's where it broke. My cousin, many years ago. That's an easy fix though. All I gotta do is just unscrew this piece, then re-glue it. I think I can do a better job of it. Get better, stronger glue. Make it fit a little bit better. Now this, I'm just realizing, I don't know when this happened. I don't know if that happened a long time ago. I hope that didn't happen recently, but since I didn't notice, it might have been like that for a long time. And then here's another gun. Like Hasbro can't even give us a space gun. They have to turn him into a stupid spaceship. So yeah, there he is. The Newage Legendary Heroes Destron Leader Romulus. I didn't show it, but it does come with accessories, his sword, his Morning Star, pistol, alternate faces, which I don't care. I'm just going to keep this in the box. And yeah, this thing is awesome. Glad I have it. Thanks for watching.